Kia ora, New Zealand. Welcome to Sweet Chain Live. My name's Matt Drake. This is episode 222. Double Nelson. Morgan. I swear, did we say that last week?
Oh, so don't think so, but it does sort
No?
of ring a bell in the back of my mind. What's up,
Producer
bro? How you
Tom, you
doing?
need to. I'm very good, thank you. Sorry, that's just completely.
You're all
It's
good.
triggered a memory. Anyway, I'm joined this evening by my co-host Morgan Hartard. Producer Tom is going to check to see whether we're doubling up on episodes and whether 222 is the real number or whether 223 is the
That
real
is
number.
funny.
Is
No, it is
222? Okay, good. That's
Dodgy
excellent.
dodge.
Excellent.
Well, kia ora,
All over
Matt.
the
Kia
place
ora,
time.
kia ora, chat. Kia ora, Tom, who's in the background. Another fantastic week, and stoked to be back, mate. How you doing?
Indeed, yeah, not bad. It's still cold, but it's a week closer to my holiday, which I'm very
Yep.
much looking forward to. It's unlikely to be any disc golf, unfortunately, on the lovely tropical island of Samoa. But nevertheless, it's going to be heat, which is going to be welcome.
Surely you're going to take a disc, though, right? Something.
Oh
You can
yes,
have a little
absolutely.
hut
Yeah.
somewhere.
I'll be taking an Ultra Star for the beach and maybe a few putters for the
I mean,
back garden of my wife's
hang
auntie's
on.
house.
This bears the question. We need a review of your desert island disc golf discs, right?
Well, I guess so. Yeah. I mean, I'm only going to take. There's no courses, so I'm only going to take like a
Well,
few
technically,
putters.
there's no courses on the desert island disc golf either. Really, technically, you're creating your own course, I guess.
Okay, all right. Well, maybe we'll have a look at that. It's been a while since we did it, actually, but yeah. Episode 100, I think, if you go back in time. Anyway, the show tonight. We've got a few things to go through tonight, Morgan, on the show. First up, we got hot scores. After that, we've got our guest tonight, interview with Francis Orange. He is live in Estonia at the European Disc Golf Festival, at the just behind the basket of hole 12, which I understand the feature card of FPO are going to be coming through any second. So we're going to be chatting to him about his trip so far in upcoming World Championships. It's going to be very exciting. A quick update on the other Kiwis who are abroad: Sam, Alison, Sarah, Amy. Are all abroad at the moment, and so we'll be going
Michelle
through.
Has Michelle made it to?
Yeah, Michelle's over there as well.
Yeah, Michelle's made it as well.
She's over there as well. She'll be competing at Worlds, similar to Francis, which starts in a couple of days. Then we'll be going and doing a quick update on the Sweet Chain Nation, a bit closer to home. And then we'll have a look at some the upcoming tournaments this weekend. There's not too many tournaments in the next few weeks, but there's a couple here and there. Disc Golf Valley, and also we've got power rankings, which haven't changed since last week, but
all
we'll go through
the
them
usual suspects.
Anyway,
Matt.
if you're sitting there wondering what to do with your hands, then after you've clicked like and subscribe to us on your YouTube app, then head over and put in your Disc Golf Valley code, which is above Morgan's head. It's that direction. X-ray Whisker Charlie is your code. So yeah, get involved, and we'll check out who the top Disc Golf Valleyers are a little bit later on. We're going to kick off with hot scores. Morgan, take us through the south.
Yes, sir. Right. Headed down to Queen's Park in the naughty south, not the naughty north, the naughty south, with Mr. George Moss kicking us off this week with a 13 under par. Then we head over to Chingford and Andrew Nelly with a 1 under. Brockville sees Marie Cummings back on the hot scores this week with a 2 down. And then we head to Flight Park and the Queenstown Gardens, where Smokey, Mr. Pete McKay, has been holding down the fort with a 6 down at Flight Park and a 13 down at the Queenstown Gardens. Mundo McDisc, as we say every week at Lismore, with a 13 down, and then Nick all the way up in Christchurch's Jelly Park with an 11 down. Koa, Caspian and Rayner all get the job done with a 2 down at Bottle Lake, and then Mr. Sam Cole, friend of the show, as you will, gets the job done with a 12 down at Warren Park, and then we head to Smallbone Reserve where the returning Billy Roberts shoots a very, very nice 14 under par. Welcome back to Billy. Queen's Park Reserve sees Sam Page and Sergey Sannon with a very nice 6 under par, and then Jeremy Newton shoots a 2 down at Taylor River. That takes us all the way down to Brantford Park with Marcus Lovell shooting a 10 down. That's your hot scores, Maddie. What are we up to up north?
Up north, we are starting off in Berrenport, and we are on at starting with Flavio Mayorga, shoots the 11 down at the hill. Sorry, I was a little bit distracted there. What we're looking at here is the pin of hole 12, I believe, at the Disc Golf Festival that Francis is filming, and it's the other side of the camera for us. But I'll go through the rest of the hot scores in North Island. We'll check in with Francis. Flavio Mayorga also takes out the hot score at Hikoikoi with a 4 down. Andy Davey up at Harcourt Park, 13 under par. I don't understand how that's even possible. Jared Saw with a 10 under at Flaxmere. Dan Pickersgill hits the 4 under par at Spa Park Black. Taylor once again goes round Scion Tree Nursery at 5 under. Byron Salisbury takes home the keys at Henderson at 9 under par. Zach Armour is the hot shot of the week at Woodhill with a 10 down, and Simon Hoole does enough at Rosedale with 2 under par. So well done to them and to anybody who hit a hot score this week. What you were just watching there was some live coverage of the Disc Golf Festival live from Estonia, where our guest tonight is currently placed, and we're going to bring him in now. So good evening or good afternoon, Francis. How are you doing? You might be on mute. You are on mute.
Sorry, I'm now here.
Good.
Hello.
All good.
I'm very good.
Hey, brother.
It's first up. Thank you so much for coming on and taking time out of your trip to speak to us today. You've looks like from the photos and stuff that you've put up on socials that you've had a great time so far. Talk us a little bit about what you've been up to. What have you been doing since you've been away?
Yeah, I mean, I've had an absolute blast. I started off with a 17-hour flight, my first ever international flight to Doha, Qatar, which was a lot. And then flew into London, spent 3 days in London, didn't really get any disc golf in. Then flew to Estonia, almost missed my connecting flight and got stuck in Finland. Here we are. That was Friday last week. Now it's Thursday here. And I've just been exploring Estonia. Only played 2 courses here so far. One of which is the highest, the highest rated on UDisc in Estonia, which was amazing. And when we got there, Chris Dickerson just happened to be leaving the course.
Fantastic.
I was kind of fanboying, but I didn't want to disturb him. Yeah, then we played another local course. I played like a league round there. And then just, kind of exploring right from Estonia. It's been great. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh, mate. Sorry, Matt. I was just going to say, now you're down in the grounds of the Disc Golf Festival. You've set a really nice scene for us of, your travel out there. Can you just set the scene for us of what it was like for you, basically getting out the car and walking into the Disc Golf Festival? Obviously, a brand new experience for yourself, something that not a lot of people over this side of the world are ever going to experience. Just set the scene for us, if you wouldn't mind.
Well, actually, I first entered the ground on Monday. Forgot to mention that. I played their Monday qualifier. So I've already been on the grounds, and I kind of know. I saw them kind of setting the last few things up and got the vibe of the area. But yeah, it's pretty outstanding. The big grandstand thing on hole 1 that everyone will know and will have seen is massive. It's insane. That hill. The camera doesn't. I mean, cameras never do it justice. There's actually a really steep hill up hole 1. Coming down on 18 is a solid drop. On the Tuesday, everyone would have seen AB throw. I don't know,
200 odd meters.
204 something meters. Yeah, that was essentially a flat ground throw with no skip, which it's insane.
So is that the one where you're up in what looks to be like a stadium?
Yeah.
So are you actually on like a balcony of the stadium or something, or is it just on a hill that's part of the ground? You know, like a Kiwi Stadium might have. I don't know.
No, it's like a big seating area, and they've got like an entrance and like a podium. I don't know what you'd call it, but yeah, there's like a whole area for the tee pad and like a whole epic entrance. And all the players are getting announced and walking out, and it's real cool.
It looks like it's coming out, to me, it looks like it's coming out from one of the entry or exit gates, depending on which way you're going. And as Matt said, like in a sports stadium seating
like
side.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're walking out and they've just built a big tee area with a nice tee pad. And as you say, are they doing the players' pictures and information on the screen above this year, or was that somewhere else?
They're doing.
I feel like
they're doing like walkout announcements. I didn't see if there were pictures. I haven't actually looked too close.
And you throw off this kind of balcony out onto like the playing surface or the playing field. Yeah, that looked crazy.
Yeah, and there's like
it's pretty epic.
There's 3 different entrance gates, all separated. There's like a VIP area. There's a players one, and then there's one for just regular spectators. Yeah. There's very little car parking, but I don't know. People are making it work somehow. I imagine it's going to be a problem once lead MPO gets here. Yeah.
So how was that? How was the qualifier for you? It looked pretty brutal in terms of like, what did they take the top 4 out of 50 summing players?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how many we had, but it was first place got a free entry to the tournament for MPO, and then second, third, and fourth got an entry, but they still have to pay €350 entry fee.
Okay.
And then FPO was first to get a free, and then just second place got the paid entry. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was pretty brutal because I mean James Conrad and Calvin Longquist are just touring players who were in it. And Oiva, who won 8 down, is essentially a touring pro from Finland. He's got like a coach and stuff. Like they're really good players. So I don't really mind that I didn't do my best, but it was just cool to play the course and kind of.
Oh yeah, totally, and be kind of in the atmosphere and the location and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, absolutely. So you're going to be chilling out there for the rest of the tournament, because the tournament's on as we speak right now. They're playing it. They're playing it now, and they're on round 1. Is that right? And I had the scoreboard up a moment ago. And then after, so you've got 3 rounds there. Are you going to be just hanging around for all 3 rounds and then finals presumably on the final date? Or are you going to be following that all around before then moving on to I guess the main reason you're away?
So I'm going to be. I'm pretty sure we're going to be out here every single day the next 4 days. I've just agreed to caddy for Braden Sides in about 2.5 hours. So I imagine that'll mean I'm caddying for him all weekend. So I'll be out here all days. And then I'm staying the night just at a hotel in Tallinn before catching the boat over to Finland on Monday or Tuesday. I don't even remember. But
and then is it far from then? I mean, we're talking more about logistics than we are disc golf, but I mean, I'm interested because in Europe everything's really close, right? Relatively speaking, and so like you get the boat to Finland, and then will you find your place near Nokia like that day, or have you got another day of travel or whatever after?
Yeah, so I've got 2 or 3 days in Helsinki where I'm just going to be probably just playing the local courses. That'll just be by myself. Before on the 24th, I'll be catching a bus or a train, I think a bus, up to Tampere, where me and Michelle have a ACOM and a rental. and we'll get like settled in for Worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because in Finland, right, there's a disc golf course around every corner, right? You're gonna
literally
you're gonna
around
be
every corner.
Pretty much.
You're not gonna be, you're gonna be spoilt for choice. When you get over there, or probably.
I know when I was there, I felt like I was staying in the middle of nowhere, and there was literally a course 5 minutes in every single direction of the house. It was just stupid. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Awesome, mate.
So and then that's on Tuesday that you get into into Tampere. And when does your round start? Is it the Wednesday?
For Worlds.
Yeah.
It's still
doubles is on Wednesday.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
But there's like a whole week in between.
30th, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're there
I've
a
got
week.
Like a week
of course you are. Yeah.
Prepare,
so you've got a week to prepare. And is the course open? Do you get to just go around and could you nail out 3 rounds in a day kind of thing, or is it one of those where you got to book a time or whatever?
I'm not exactly sure how it's working for Worlds, but I've been kind of seeing how it's working here. They've got booked tee times that are actually just on Disc Golf Scene, so you can actually go look them up and see when the pros are playing their practice rounds if you were interested. But I know we have that for some of the days, but they also have open practice days where it's just rock up whenever and just practice, but it's players only, and it's like no caddies allowed. Just to keep it, because otherwise it would be so
quick. Busy. Everyone throwing 4 on every shot, right? You don't want that. You just need to get people through.
There is a question in the chat from the Butler just saying, is there any course that Francis really wants to make it to, or maybe not in the tour?
I mean, but I haven't. I want to go to the ones in Sweden and Norway, mostly, but I'm not going that way. The ones.
Are there any? Do you have any names that you can rattle off that are on your hit list of courses you want to actually do while you're there? If you can rattle those names off.
No, I can't. I can't even remember most of them. I can like say them kind of if I'm looking at the word, but there's a lot of characters. But no,
kind of Kalio. It's hard to remember.
I don't have specific courses in mind. But like when I get to Finland, I'll jump on UDisc and I'll find all the good ones and I'll like get to the ones I can. But like I won't be going out of my way to find a course. That makes sense.
Yeah, fair enough.
So
fair enough.
What does your preparations look like then in terms of your tournament preparations? Once you've got there, you're settled in, and then you've got a week, you say, before the tournament starts. What are you doing in that week other than playing practice rounds to prepare yourself for the main event?
My intentions are to eat properly and sleep as best as I can. That's definitely the biggest issue I have with my disc golf game, I think. So I'll be eating, sleeping, playing disc golf. So far, that's like my entire plan.
I love it. One big tip for the sleeping. One big tip for the sleeping. Get in the sauna, mate. You know they love saunas out that side of the world.
They do.
That'll help you sleep. And one more thing, I suppose, and I've only just realised this. Is it basically light 22, 23 hours of the day right now?
Not quite.
I don't think that far north, Morgan.
I can't picture it on the map. Be nice.
It's like definitely still light at 10. By the time it's 11, it's like you can tell it's getting dark. But I was out putting at like 11:30, and it was like it was dark. It wasn't really dark, but it was as dark as it got.
Because that's what Matt. That's what it was like when I was in Finland. We only had maybe 2 hours of dark, and it wasn't very dark at all. Like you could still walk around without street lights when I was there.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Maybe
I think it gets lighter, like 3 or 4 or something. The sun's coming up. I'm not really sure.
Yeah. Well, that sounds like a pretty good plan. Eat, sleep, disc golf is the
yeah.
kind of repeat pattern.
It's on the wall, eat, sleep, disc golf.
Are you traveling with anyone? I mean, obviously Michelle's out there playing with you as well, but I mean, I don't know whether your itineraries have crossed or whether you are traveling together. I don't know. Talk us about that.
Yeah, so I got over here by myself. I stayed with family in London, and here I'm traveling around and staying with Elke, who's the Estonian girl who was here for Tour Down Under. Well, she was just here for holiday, but she was at the Tour Down Under. So she lives like an hour from Tallinn. So I'm staying with her in Estonia, and then me and Michelle will be staying together and sharing a rental and stuff, kind of connected in Finland. But she is at the moment, she's actually gone to Sweden on she caught the boat all the way from Tallinn to Sweden. It was like a 17-hour boat. And apparently they're like really epic. They're like got shopping malls, concerts, and apparently they're really cool. You see. But she's gone to play a tournament in Sweden this weekend instead of watching this one, because she kind of wants to get practice and tournament practice in. Yeah.
Oh, so she is.
But then, yeah. And I actually think Ethan and Andrew, Ethan Stout, Andrew Fleming, are meant to be here today. Meant to be here yesterday at like midday, but had their flight 5 hours delayed and are now stuck in Turkey and land here today at 6 p.m. So they've now missed day one, which is unfortunate. But I'll be catching up with them and seeing them around here and over in Finland as well.
Fantastic.
Oh, how good's that? I didn't realize those two guys were headed out that direction. I did see Ethan, I think, was in Singapore sometime in the last 12 to 24 hours. But I did not realize those boys were headed out there. So they just come in on holiday. I've just jumped onto his Ethan's PDGA. It doesn't look like he's playing any disc. Are they just coming to support you and have a trip?
They booked the trip before I was even going. They've had it planned for ages. They're just doing a big Europe trip. So they're going, because there's a week in between this tournament and Worlds. They're going to Sweden and Norway, I think, and they're kind of just getting as much. They'll be getting all the disc golf courses in to whoever asked that question. Yeah.
Oh, that's epic. How good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to see some familiar faces on that side of the world, you know. That might even give you that little bit of extra motivation to get out there and really just put the hammer down.
Well, perhaps. I don't think it's motivation I'm lacking, though. I definitely want to. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, fair.
How's your game preparation been going? Like your training, your field work, etc. How's that been going in the last few months?
Not as good as I'd hoped. I was actually really, really stressed out before I got over here. With work, uni, and kind of fundraising and planning the whole event, the whole trip, like booking it, is actually it took a lot of headspace, and I kind of didn't have much headspace for disc golf, which is really unfortunate. But in saying that, I was actually really happy with how I played on Monday, and the courses that we've been playing. I've been playing to a standard I think is quite good. And my putting, which is typically the worst part of my game, has been good. Like I'm feeling better about my putt than I have been for the past probably 12 months now.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
And I feel like that's a really big part of the game to be able to lean on, you know, when if everything's not quite clicking and the putting is, that's the glue that you need right there. That's probably the biggest part.
And so have you changed any of your discs for this trip, or have you got the same bag that you've been using for presumably some time?
I didn't like specifically add or change anything. I brought like a few spears in case I lose things, but I kind of changed my bag quite a lot during and after the Tour Down Under. That's just the most recent one. Kind of just because I've got a bunch of new discs and I don't know, it's fun to add new discs. But I actually lost my favorite disc I think I just left it at a basket like 2 days before I flew out. I just went to like organize my disc golf bag, and I was like,
in Dunedin.
Crap. yeah, I think it was just at Brockville, so someone might have it in Brockville. I don't know.
If you're in Dunedin and you presumably it's still not there, but if you're in Dunedin and you know of this disc, then it'll be orange.
What disc are we looking for?
It's a zone. It's got like a Goku die on it. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Unmistakable then.
Yeah. I assume no one in the club found it because they would probably know that it was mine.
Yes.
I assume it was a random dog walker or
something. Yeah.
But
I was just about to say, Mr. Daniel Hunter's in the chat just asking, he goes, how many discs did you take over, and do you think you're going to be coming back with a bunch more from while you're there?
I only brought I brought my bag. I actually took one out. It was kind of like jam-packed. I didn't want it to be too big to fit in the overhead lockers and things on the planes.
Yeah.
Which is like roughly 20 in my bag. And then I bought 4 spares, just of like staples, like 1 spare Luna and driver. Yeah, so like 24 discs. I don't think I'll be bringing more back. I don't really have luggage space. I don't want to add more luggage. And I feel like discs are just discs. I don't know. We can get them in New Zealand. We can get them shipped over. But if I find orange putting plastic Lunas, I'll be buying those because they're actually hard to find.
Well, that's always something you can do at the end of the trip. After you've competed, you can always give discs away to people you met, and then you can trade or whatever. Bring back mementos. That's always something nice to do.
Yeah,
there'll be people in the chat who are getting a very fidgety when you said I'm not going to be bringing any discs back. I think a lot of people would be getting that second suitcase for the.
You don't need to bring back all those undies, mate. Just leave them. Fill the space with discs. You need 2 pairs to get home. That's
absolutely. Absolutely. And so do you have any goals for this for Worlds? I mean, because it's a very different tournament, right, to even Tour Down Under events that you play where there are touring pros. Here we're talking about this is all of the best players in the world are competing in the same tournament you are.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do?
It's hard to when I'm setting goals, I try not to create an unhealthy expectation. But I do have I want to, I don't know. I want to say my actual goal would to be probably sitting in the top 20 after a round. But that's that's a big goal. I don't expect myself to achieve that, but that's what I'm pushing for, really. I mean, I'm pushing to win, but I'm not going to be unrealistic. But realistically, my goal is to win. Top 20 would be another. I'd be super stoked if I did that. But realistically, what I expect of myself is to play. I want to play 1,000 rated. At that's probably the most realistic goal. I'm gonna be really disappointed if I play below my rating, but I don't know, it might happen. Yeah, I mean, I'm playing my best at the end of the day. It's kind of all I can hope for.
There's a lot of ratings points available in Worlds, isn't there, Matt?
Well, it's a zero-sum game, right? And there's a lot of people bringing a lot of ratings points. So the opportunities there, perhaps more than other tournaments, to if you have a good day, you want it to be at a World Championship.
Yeah, I think I just want to walk away feeling like I played well, because the ratings are probably going to be quite I don't know, inflated. I guess they're going to be higher than they would be in New Zealand.
Oh yeah, almost certainly. Yeah. Excellent. Well, it sounds like you're pretty well prepared. You got everything kind of set up. It took a lot of planning, and I can imagine that it probably would have done. And it looks like it's starting to pay off. And maybe some of that headspace that it took to prepare is now freeing up some time. now, so that you can focus purely on the you know, your technique, your release, your headspace, your mental game, and the mix. So yeah, look, Francis, very best of luck for the for your upcoming Worlds. We'll be following you and the rest of the tournament, and have a great rest of your trip. It sounds like do you spend much time after Worlds there, or do you hop back home pretty quick?
No, I'm pretty much. I took like an extra day just to make sure I don't miss flights, but I'm pretty much coming straight back. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll look forward.
Well, have fun, mate. Play well.
We'll look forward to you coming back and seeing you perform as well. And it's look, very best of luck. It's incredible to see how far you've come from. I can remember turning up to Berrenport when you were at school, playing in your school lesson, and seeing you play then, not knowing that in 5 or 6 years time, you'd be playing at Pro Worlds, which is incredible. So look, very well done. Everyone in New Zealand's super proud of you, and go have a great time. And we'll see you when you get it back.
Sweet. Thank you so much.
Cheers, brother.
See you later.
Nice one, Francis. Cheers. Morgan, it's I wish I was over there. It looks incredible. Looks incredible.
It'll be absolute scenes. The only thing that just sort of come to mind right at the end there was when you said, "We'll see you when you get back," something along those lines. I was like, he's going to come back and just walk over everybody for a good amount of time.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, because we've seen it happen before, where players have gone away. And I mean, the biggest example of this is Levi, right? His game just stepped up a division, and he was already one of the best, if not the best, in the country. He just put a whole division between himself and the rest of the country with a trip away. Where did he play? He played in it wasn't Junior, it was Amateur Worlds, wasn't it? Last year.
Was it Am Worlds?
I think it was Am Worlds last year. Yeah, it wasn't.
Tom, can you look that up?
Junior was. I think it was. I think it was Am Worlds, and
we'll give it the old Joe Rogan. Jamie, pull that up.
And it was. It was in. I thought, it was ridiculous how he just went boom.
It happens to. Honestly, it happens to everyone. It's not just Levi. I've seen it in so many people that have gone and competed and just played overseas. Like the level of the courses that they play, the level of competition you're against, the atmosphere, everything. You come back with a new sense of you're not yourself, but a new sense for the game. And man, it translates on our courses really well.
Because you've played you're so intense when you're over there playing every day. You're focused in on it. You're competing, practicing with people who tour and do this on a daily. It was the Dynamic Discs Open and the Kansas City Wide Open in 2023, where Levi played and came back and was just dominated after that. It wasn't even funny. That was really when he kind of came back to New Zealand and went, no, I'm the best, and and hasn't changed since. So look, I mean, whilst we're on the subject of Kiwis abroad, let's have a quick look around some other players. Now, someone who we previewed their exploits last week is Amy Whitmore. Now, she's in the European Amateur Open, which is taking place on the same course as Worlds, but it's being played this weekend. Actually, she starts it's either tomorrow, I think, and her 1:50 p.m. their time, which I think will probably be about 10 to midnight our time ish, the day before, or no, the same day, sorry, but earlier on in the day. So she's competing in FA1. I think she's got a half decent chance here. She's off the back of a US what is it? A US women's title in FA40. A second amateur world masters. So I mean,
well, and she's the highest rated player in that division too. So, that carries some weight going into
it. Absolutely. So look, we're going to be following that from tomorrow. It's going to be that's going to be incredible to see that kick off. Elsewhere, we've got Sam, Alison, and Sarah competing right now in Junior Worlds. And so you've got Sam first of all in MJ18. They're into their second day, and Sam had a much better second round than his first round. He
much
way
better.
Way better, and he climbed up 21 spots. And shot 40 points better from round 2 to round 1. So if that kind of form can continue, then he can push into what we think, firm, but we think it'll be around the sort of top 50, top 40 that he'll need to get into the finals, which is the cut there, which might be a goal for him. And so he's 2 shots off 45th currently, which is but there's so much disc golf to play in that tournament. They're barely halfway there. So elsewhere,
FJ15
in FJ15, Tweedy had a strong lead going into round 2. Had a tough day today with an 8:47 round 2. She drops to 3rd, but she's still only 3 shots off the lead. And from what I heard from her dad, she was very, very unlucky today. There was chain outs and spit outs and just all sorts of bad luck was going her way. And to be honest, she's still thereabouts. And if you can be thereabouts when you've had a bad day, that's not a bad place to be, eh? Like if she can get back to her round 1 form, which Morgan 975, 975 rated, that is ridiculous, honestly. That's just crazy.
They're playing 2 courses for this, right? They're playing at Jones, which was today, and then Emporia, which was yesterday. So back to Emporia tomorrow or today, however you look at it, and then Jones for the final day. Plus finals if she gets into that, which she will.
Yes, indeed. So very best of luck to Alison. Now, the other player who's in over there at the moment in FJ10 is 2-time world champion Sarah Wadsworth, and she's competing in a new division for her, but she's got an 11-stroke lead in her division, and put the hottest score of the day on the board as well, but would perhaps be a little bit disappointed with an 8:36. Looking at her socials stories,
I believe I looked at it yesterday or today. Whenever I seen it, it was all pars and 1 birdie. So clean round, Matt. Obviously going in
tournament so far.
Quite likely going in with a game plan, I would say, and just maintaining that game plan. Maybe get through another round, make sure she's extended the lead to where she's comfortable with, and then put the hammer down.
Well, the advantage that she's got, right, in FJ10, I don't know if you saw this, is she's got distance that the other ladies don't have, right? So she won the distance competition by over 100 feet in FJ10. Wow. Right, so she was up against Hayley Fitzgerald, who's in second place to her right now, 11 shots back, and she threw 311 feet, and Hayley shot 197 feet. Right, so I mean, if she'd entered like FJ12, she would have come second, and if she'd entered FJ15, she would have come 6th. So it was like, we're talking like that's the advantage, the big advantage. She would have come second in MJ10. I mean, the big advantage she's got over all of her division is that she can throw far. So if she can control that and keep it in the fairway, there's always going to be chances, right? And there's always going to be it's always going to be a lot easier for her to hit the par because she can bite off so much off the tee.
And I tell you what as well, Matt. I mean, just going back and looking, when you look at any scorecard where it's clean, you know they've kept it up the middle, right?
Yeah.
So she is consistently going bang, 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 up the middle, up the middle, up the middle. It's
Well, that's the other advantage,
mate.
about...
She's gonna be smashing us in a couple of years, I reckon, man.
No doubt.
As soon as she hits that weak growth spurt, we're in trouble.
She's the best disc golfer of her age, period. Right, men or women
ever.
And she hasn't got to the age yet where kind of the male physique might overtake her, if you know what I mean. Like so
yeah, totally.
when she's a bit older, maybe then you could possibly expect that to happen. But for now, to the way she's playing and the age she is, there's something special going to be happening in 10 years time. We've known this for years though, Morgan, right? This isn't something, this isn't breaking news. But it's things are following a trend and they continue to follow
not
the trend.
Not to us, Matt, but you never know. We start getting some new people through the channel that aren't aware of Sarah. It's good to
that's it.
Obviously go over these things, and I mean, as soon as we get these new 7 subscribers, what's going to happen in 7 subscribers time,
I like
Matt?
Your pivot. Yeah. Indeed. So they are over there at the moment. They're on day 2. Their rounds on for the rest of the tournament. So Sarah's round 3 starts in at 4 a.m. New Zealand time. Alison's round starts at 4:24 a.m. And then Sam Lykin, he's a bit later in the day, I think, very slightly later. His round is at 5 a.m. So you're gonna get up pretty early in the morning. But by the time that everybody's kind of having your coffee and wipe the sleep from your eye, they've done most of their rounds, and you can check in on PGA Live and see how round 3 went and how they got on. That's round 3 is tomorrow, and then round 4 will be Saturday morning. Presumably Friday on Sunday.
Matt, have you taken a look at the live scores from the Disc Golf Festival right now, at least for FPO?
I was looking at them briefly, but I before the tournament, but I haven't seen an
interesting
one.
Close your ears, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't want to see this. But an interesting name, and not just by the spelling, sitting atop the FPO currently.
Cynthia Klesberger.
Yes, not someone I would say many people would probably be familiar with, and definitely a lower rate. I have no idea about this lady either, but no, sorry. I'm just pointing out a much lower rated player sitting here. She's 896 rated.
Wow, yeah.
An unheard of outside odds horse just coming through into the lead.
That's it. I mean, and that's where she's from, Latvia. So I mean, I'm not doing this disservice. She might live relatively close, certainly closer than the rest of the sort of top 6 there. So yeah, that's very good. So we should be following this tournament as well as Francis is doing over there at the moment.
Yeah,
so.
But then I mean, some big. So I know it's only been round 1, but some big names behind it, right?
Well, you can't win it in round 1, but you can lose it. So you've got as long as you're thereabouts after the first round, then you stand every chance. So that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Right, where are we going to go now? Now, Morgan, Sweet Chain Nation. Now, last week I must say that I have to take a little bit of a mulligan here, because I put you on the spot when we were talking about the Topor thermal throwdown divisions and the way they're working it. If you want to know more about that, then tune into to last week's show. And the TLDR is that the thermal throwdown is running ratings-based divisions rather than age-protected and gender-based divisions, which is the typical. And I asked the question, should Sweet Chain Nation do that? After a little bit of chat and back and forth and whatever, we've decided that actually we're going to stick to the original and what we know as being. We're going to stick to the original divisions. We're not going to be doing ratings-based divisions for Sweet Chain Nation for 2025. Let's not rule it out for future events, but let's also let Topor be the guinea pigs here and have a look at how that goes for them. And we'll stick to what we know, I think.
Copy that.
Right, now on to Sweet Chain Live Sweet Shot. And
Sweet
this week
shot.
it is a bunch of shots from our traveling Kiwis. This is Ms. Tweedy on the T-pad of a course somewhere. She's playing around with Eric McCabe.
All three.
Dynamic Discs former world champ. And so these are some sweet shots from Alison taking on this course, and Sarah's out there as well playing. I think they play doubles with Eric. So
something that I've taken note of since they've been traveling, and I've seen Alison play a lot of disc golf, and it just never really occurred to me. She steps up to the tee pad and just rips.
Yeah.
Does not take a lot of time to take it all in. She knows what she's doing. She just steps up there, bang, straight down the pipe.
I like it. Morgan, quick question then. Do you play quick? Are you one of these people who's just like step up, bang? Or are you more of one of these people, line it up, get your chalk bag out, faff about? What is it for you?
Unless the conditions are pretty average where, you're trying to juggle a towel and a chalk bag. No, I'm pretty quick, probably quicker on the putting green. Yep. I have a pretty short routine when it comes to the tee pad, and I think the longer I've been playing, the shorter it's got as well. It's just want to get out there and send it.
I have to say, I get a bit of grief from the old farts for being for being very quick and not taking my time. Right? I mean, not grief. Maybe banter is when it doesn't go as I want. Is perhaps a more accurate term. But yes, I think I can't stand this kind of take your time, line it up. No. It just gets in your head, right? Just gets in your head. I mean, I can see the point. I find that on the putting green, taking maybe half a second or a second more than I would have done has had advantages for me in the past, right? So I have tried to track this to some degree. Yes, it's biased and I'm not writing it down, all that shit, but like well, there we are. Brett says very quick is an understatement. But I do find that it's normally step up. Hang on, I've got my discs here. It's normally step up, plant my foot down, look up, bang. And so I don't take any more than that, and perhaps I should. But it is a routine.
I'm not quite that quick, but I definitely have a routine. But as long as you do have a routine, long as you have a routine that your body's going through those same functions time after time after time, then you should be okay, right?
Yeah. No, totally. But make sure that you head over to Alison and Sarah's social channels. I'm sure that producer Tom can put a comment in with links to them. And that was and make sure you follow them for the rest of their event, and you catch how they're getting on and all of that, and catch the rest of their sweet shots.
Shots.
Right. Play some disc golf, shall we?
Ooh, Roger, who's first? Is it me this week?
I think it is. Yeah, I think it is this week.
Let me pick something off my wall of discs over here. We'll start in the bottom right. Simon Lizotte signed a disc over there. We'll go with the P. I think it's probably a P2. It looks like a P2 from here. Yeah.
P2.
Either a P2 or
very good.
Link.
Well done. So it's Discmania. It's a lot quicker.
Ooh.
And it's a bit more stable. So a more stable Discmania, faster disc.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, indeed. Go on, just pick one, because there's hundreds.
It's your turn, yeah. Unless you want me to keep going.
Okay, so in Discmania, is 1 really stable and like 5 is not very stable?
Or is it was pretty similar to Innova, to be fair, if you know what that means.
Nah, so I don't.
So yeah, one is pretty stable. Yeah,
one is pretty stable. Okay, so let's go with a PD.
Oh, yep. That's a good disc that I have not had in the bag in a long time.
Okay, so it's slower than a PD, and less stable than a PD, but more glidey.
So within 3
FD?
of 10. So if we go 1 down on the speeds on those, then if we just start from 10 and go down to 9, what's that new one that they had? I've got a real sick one over there somewhere. I think it's Vanguard.
Vanguard. Oh yeah. Okay. Is that Carl Klein? Is that his signature?
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
look at this! Look at this, Morgan. Very good. So we want something that's just a little bit more turny. So is that
is it a TD?
It wouldn't be a 1-2, would it? It would be a minus. Would it be minus 1-2? 9-5 minus 1-2.
No, it's not a TD because I think a TD is a -2. CD is out of production. Oh, they got CD1 and CD2, but I have no idea what the numbers are. I think the CD2 is like faster now though, like a 10 speed. I think it's got a bigger rim. You could try CD2 though.
What? Okay. What was Ella Hansen's showstopper? Is that a what's a showstopper? Is that an FD something?
Is it a putter? Is it? Oh no, it is. It's an FD. Yeah, it's an FD. It's an FD.
So that'll be too slow. All right, come on then, chat. This is your time to shine.
Oh, there's no CD2. Oh, try the 1 then.
CD1.
I used to have the CD.
Hey,
there it is. Favorite discs.
Very good, Morgan. I'll give you that one. You got all of those.
Stand by.
Oh, there we are. He's off. Right. Let's. So very well done. If you said CD but didn't put it in the chat, let's head over to Disc Golf Valley and see how we're getting on. X-Ray Whiskey Charlie was your code. And look at this, Blakey with a 12 under par. Outdoing Arn, who is halfway through, presumably probably his 12th round of the day. Kelvin with a 6 under par. Morgan
12 down.
Morgan shooting +2. Magnatros with 6 under. The Butler with 5 down, and then Producer Tom with a relatively respectable 4 down for him. And Stephen with an ace. So pleased with that ace. He's gone home. He said that's enough. Oh, he's mid-round. Okay, sorry, my apologies. He's not taken his disc and gone home. He is mid-round. Morgan, is that you at the top there of the screen? That's not you. Okay, all right.
No, I was too busy before the show.
So currently Blakey in the lead with a 12 under par. So best of luck to everybody there.
I just had to go and look and see if these were CD1s or CDs, but they are the OG CDs that have been out of production for quite a long time. This is a fantastic disc, and I think one of those is going to go back in the bag.
Excellent. Well, now you've finished your Disc Golf Valley round, head over to youtube.com/SweetChainLive and subscribe to our channel if you like what we do. Hit like on the video, and if you want, leave a comment. It really helps push us up the YouTube algorithm tables and data and stuff. Gets us in front of more people. Now, let's head over to power rankings. These haven't changed since the last time we spoke, but however, we'll go through them anyway. So starting in the ladies division, the maintaining her spot at the top of the ladies division is Hayley Flintoff. Alison Tweedy is in second, Amy Whitmore third, Michelle Simpson fourth. Michaela Kerr rounds out the top 5. And in the MPO division, Levi Stout is still number 1. Johnny Wake, number 2. Simon Feasey in third. Daniel Hunter in fourth. Andrew Popham in fifth. Got a couple of upcoming tournaments. Morgan, Tucker Beach Rush down your end of the country in a week or two, or just over a week.
Next week. Yeah, right in my neck of the woods. Looking forward to that. They just cracked into 72 players signed up right now, which is cool. I think there's room for like another 10 or so. I think it's like 84, so a dozen more people.
Yep. Okay. Well, that's in Queenstown, 26th, 27th. Since you're in town, then make sure you hit that up. This weekend,
I'm not playing, Matt.
You're not playing? Oh, why?
I'm not playing. I've decided that I actually want to go and take footage of the event instead, and take my skills from Sweet Chain and try and address them out on the course and get some really nice footage, get some nice sweet shots ready for the show.
Oh, very good. Very good. Very good. Well, we commend you for taking one for the team and doing that. So very well done. Other events that are going on this weekend is the club championships down in Christchurch. The Club Clash Series, which is a bit of a mouthful, that's going on down in Christchurch, round 2. Producer Tom is playing for the Dis Daddies in that, and is very invested and will surely update us all on how that all goes, good, bad, or indifferent, after the weekend. The other event this weekend that's going on is the Battle for State Highway 5. It's one of the big battles of the year. Hawke's Bay takes on Topor for the crown of who's got the best end of State Highway 5. And so, we'll look forward to seeing the results of all of those tournaments. I think that's about it for us, Morgan.
I think that's it. We had a good show. I mean, God, having Francis live with us from the Disc Golf Festival in Estonia. I mean, what else can you ask for in a show other than all of the hot features from every single week? No, great show. Thank you again, Matt. Thank you all to the chat. Thank you to the chat for joining us this week. And if you have any sweet shots, please send them through. We would love to feature you on one of our upcoming shows.
Absolutely. Go to do those sneaky ones where you record your mates. You never know. It might actually pay off, and they'll hit something good. Anyway. Very best of luck with that. Very best of luck to Amy playing this weekend, and to Sarah, Sam, and Alison at Junior Worlds. Very best of luck to Francis and Michelle playing at Pro Worlds in just over a week's time. And best of luck to everybody playing in the Battle for State Highway 5 and the Club Clash Series down in Christchurch, and wherever you're playing disc golf. Take it easy, play well, get some birdies, and we'll see you next week. Cheers.